Good evening and welcome to the Top 20 Headlines with the Sentinel. Assam Finance Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma today said that the government will cancel any earlier appointment if recruited persons are found guilty in any way, either the process or the person adopted unfair means to get the job. The government would look into the anomalies of earlier recruitments, the minister said. He said that the examination for the sub-inspector post in Assam Police would be held within November 30th in a fair manner. At least 8 students of a school in Pathshala and a teacher has tested positive for COVID-19. 810 students and teachers from 3 educational institutions have turned up for the COVID-19 test as per reports. Government employee Kumud Goswami, one of the accused in Assam Police sub-inspector recruitment scam, had pocketed over 1.5 crore rupees from candidates promising them jobs in return. Goswami is being interrogated by Crime Branch and Criminal Investigation Department or CID sleuths in Guwahati. Meanwhile, prime accused retired DIG PK Datta and Devan Deka continue to remain untraceable. Assam Police has announced 1 lakh cash prize for anybody informing police about their whereabouts. ASHA workers of Assam have alleged that they have not been paid for months together. Though the Assam government had announced a payment of 3,000 rupees, only a few of them got the said amount. There are 31,235 ASHA workers across the state who have been working as the frontline workers since COVID cases were reported in Assam in March. They also demanded appointment letters pending since 2010.
মানে আমি ক'ব গ'লে আমি একদম ক'ব নচলা অৱস্থা হৈ আছে। আমি যিটো সমস্যাৰ সন্মুখীন হৈ আছোঁ, আজি বিগত আমি 14 বছৰ ধৰি আশাকৰ্মী হিচাপে জনসাধাৰণৰ মাজত যি সেৱা আগবঢ়াই আহিছোঁ সেইটোতো আমাৰ আছে, নিয়মাৱলী হিচাপে আছে। কিন্তু তাৰোপৰি আমি যিটো এই যে COVID-19 বুলি যিটো কৈ আছে মহামাৰী বুলি আমাক মানুহে পিছত আমাক এনেকুৱা এটা ব্যৱহাৰ কৰে, না আমাৰ চেনিটাইজাৰ আছে, না আমাৰ হেণ্ড গ্লভছ আছে, না আমাৰ সুৰক্ষা আছে। আমি জনসাধাৰণৰ মাজত কিছু প্ৰথম অৱস্থাত যদি আমি যাব লগা হয় আশাকৰ্মী যাব লগা হয়, আৰু সেই আশাকৰ্মীগৰাকীৰ এনেকুৱা এটা দোষা নোহোৱা হৈ যায়, মানে কোভিড বুলি কোৱাৰ লগে লগে আশাকৰ্মীগৰাকী ঘৰত সোমাব নেকি। কিছুমান এনেকুৱা হৈছে খেদি খেদি মাৰিছে। এই আজি কেইদিনমান আগতে এগৰাকী ক'ৰবাত এচিড ঢালি দিছে। এই যে এইবিলাক নিৰ্যাতন হৈ আছে, এইবিলাক অন্ততঃ চৰকাৰৰ দৃষ্টিগোচৰ হোৱা উচিত। কাৰণ আজি আমি আশাকৰ্মীসকলে যিটো আমি নিৰ্যাতন ভুগি কাম কৰি আছো, এই ক্ষেত্ৰত আজি আমাৰ না নিযুক্তি পত্ৰ আছে, না আমাৰ চেলাৰী আছে, না কি আছে, উপযুক্ত মাননি আছে। আমি আজি উপযুক্ত মাননিৰ কাৰণে বা আমি নিযুক্তি পত্ৰখনৰ কাৰণে আমি বিগত 14টা বছৰ আমি যুঁজি আছো। আৰু যিখিনি আমাক দিয়া হৈছে সেইখিনি চৰকাৰে আমাক ইচ্ছাকৃতভাৱে দিয়া নাই, আমাক পাৰিতোষিক হিচাপে দিছে। আমি ধৰ্ণাৰ কাৰ্যসূচী লৈ 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 ইতিমধ্যে আমি 3,000 টকা 15 মাহত আমাক দিয়া হৈছে। কিন্তু তাকো কি কৰিছে, আমাক চেলাৰী হিচাপে দিয়া, আমাক ইনচেন্টিভত দেখাইছে, ক'ৰবাত 50 টকা, ক'ৰবাত 100 টকা, ক'ৰবাত 150 টকা, এনেকৈ আমাক কামৰ ওপৰত দেখাইছে। কাৰণ অকল চৰকাৰে কি হৈছে আশাকৰ্মীৰ জৰিয়তে বা ছুপাৰভাইজাৰ বাইদেউসকলৰ জৰিয়তে কেনেকৈ জনসাধাৰণৰ মাজত আমাৰ কামখিনি ভাল হৈ থাকিব, আঁচনিৰ কামখিনি ভাল হৈ থাকিব, এইখিনিহে মানে ব্যৱস্থা লৈছে। আৰু সিহঁতক যে উপযুক্ত মাননি দিব লাগে, নিযুক্তি পত্ৰ দিব লাগে, অন্ততঃ আজিলৈকে নেদেখিলোঁ স্বাস্থ্যমন্ত্ৰী ছাৰক যে কেন্দ্ৰীয়ত আমাৰ আশাকৰ্মীসকলক নিযুক্তি পত্ৰ প্ৰদান কৰাৰ কাৰণে প্ৰস্তাৱ মানে প্ৰেৰণ কৰিব। এই ক্ষেত্ৰত আমি খুবেই দুখিত, যাৰ কাৰণে আমি আশাকৰ্মী হৈ আমি সন্থাৰ ফালৰ পৰা আমি এবাৰ নহয় দুবাৰ আমি কেন্দ্ৰীয়ত যাব লগা হৈছে। আৰু কেন্দ্ৰীয়ত যাই আমি তাত চেন্ট্ৰেলৰ যিটো স্বাস্থ্য মন্ত্ৰী আছে, মন্ত্ৰী মহোদয়ক আমি স্মাৰক পত্ৰ প্ৰদান কৰি আমি 2,000 টকা ওলাইছোঁ। আৰু অসম গভৰ্ণমেণ্টে আমাক 2013 চনত ঘোষণা কৰিছে 1,000 টকা আমাক মাননি হিচাপে দিব। কিন্তু 1,000 টকা মাত্ৰ ঘোষণাতে সীমিত ৰাখি, কিন্তু ঘোষণাত সীমিত ৰাখি আশাকৰ্মীক তেনেকৈ ছেটিছফেকশ্যন দি জনসাধাৰণৰ মাজত জীৱনৰ নিৰাপত্তা নোহোৱাকৈ কামত খটুৱালে নহ'ব।
Guwahati Traffic Police has issued a traffic alert in view of ongoing repair work on National Highway 37 near Railways overbridge at Jalukbari. The repair work is being done by the National Highways Authority of India. The traffic police has asked the citizens to drive cautiously. India's coronavirus tally crossed the 61 lakh mark today after the detection of 70,589 new cases. Of the country's 61.45 lakh cases, 9.47 lakh people are undergoing treatment, 51 lakh people have been discharged, and 96,380 people have died. India's recovery rate is 83.1%, the highest in the world. The fatality rate is 1.57%. The second Sero survey conducted by the ICMR showed that a considerable population is still vulnerable and susceptible to coronavirus infection. According to the report, 1 in 15 individuals aged more than 10 years were estimated to be exposed to COVID-19 by August 2020, said ICMR Director General Balram Bhargava. The government on Monday launched a vaccine web portal and the National Clinical Registry for COVID-19 to disseminate important information on COVID-19, including vaccine development, ongoing clinical trials, and progress made in this area locally and globally. Both portals have been developed by the ICMR and was launched by Union Health Minister Dr. Harsh Vardhan. Serum Institute of India said it would get a further $150 million in funding from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the Gavi Vaccines Alliance to make an additional 100 million COVID-19 vaccine doses for India and other low and middle income countries next year. India today said it comprehensively rejects Chinese claims on the location of the Line of Actual Control or LAC in Ladakh, with a reminder that the 1959 claim made by Beijing was not mutually agreed upon. Both India and China have committed to clarification and confirmation of the LAC to reach a common understanding, and the Chinese side's assertion that there is only one LAC is contrary to the solemn commitments it made, the Foreign Ministry said today, amid China's repeated attempts to unilaterally alter the line of actual control. Chief of Air Staff Air Chief Marshal RKS Bhaduria has said that the defense forces are prepared for any eventuality. The Indian Air Force has responded to the situation with rapidity and is fully resolved to counter any misadventure in the region. At present, the security scenario along the northern frontiers is at an uneasy no war, no peace status, the Chief of Air Staff said. A 19-year-old Dalit girl from Uttar Pradesh succumbed to injuries at a hospital in New Delhi after she was allegedly gang raped by 4 upper caste men in Hathras district on September 14. The girl had suffered multiple fractures and spinal injuries. Her tongue was cut off too. At least 351 servitors and 53 employees of Sri Jagannath Temple in Odisha's Puri have tested positive for COVID-19. A total of 404 persons engaged in the 12th century shrine have tested positive for the virus. The temple has been closed for devotees since March due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today inaugurated 6 mega projects amounting to 521 crore rupees under the Namami Gange mission in Uttarakhand. The Prime Minister inaugurated several sewage treatment plants and their upgradations in locations like Haridwar, Rishikesh, among other regions. A Ganga museum to showcase the river rejuvenation activities and its biodiversity at Chandi Ghat in Haridwar was also inaugurated by the Prime Minister. Human rights watchdog Amnesty International has folded up its India operations, asked its staff to leave after the government froze several of the organization's bank accounts. The complete freezing of Amnesty International India's bank accounts by the Government of India, which it came to know on 10 September 2020, brings all the work being done by the organization to a grinding halt, the organization said in a statement on its website. Karen Mickles, a Harvard professor, has come under fire from Indians for terming coconut oil, a common cooking medium across the country, as pure poison in a viral video that has received over 1 million views on YouTube. Drew flack from the likes of Michelin star chef Vikas Khanna and famed actor Adil Hussain. Texas Governor Greg Abbott issued a disaster declaration in Brazoria County after finding an amoeba that can cause a rare and deadly infection of the brain in the local water supply system. The governor's declaration follows an investigation into the death of a 6-year-old kid in Lake Jackson who died after contracting the brain-eating microbe. BSF troops have seized a huge cache of sophisticated arms and ammunition along the Indo-Bangla border. They also apprehended 3 persons in connection with the case. The seizure has been termed as one of the biggest catches in recent years in the northeast. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma has announced ex gratia amount of 4 lakh rupees each to the next of kin of recent landslide and flash flood victims in the state. 9 people have died in East Khasi Hills district due to landslides and flash floods. The Narcotics Control Bureau or NCB has opposed bail pleas of actor Riya Chakraborty, her brother Shauvik, and 3 others in a drug case related to actor Sushant Singh Rajput's death. NCB today told the Bombay High Court that the offences were non-bailable as the crime involved was worse than murder or culpable homicide. That's all we have in this edition. Thank you for watching.